Hello.
God, he's so cool. That's right. I changed some of my settings, and I'm also using regular OBS today instead of Streamlabs OBS. Finally tried the other version, so I don't know if it sounds awful. I'm also not selling meth with the Sanchez or a cliffhanger, so this is really risky. I'm really risking it all right now. Selling methamphetamine. That motorcycle close. Fast. I just have my bagger. No fake plate on it. There's someone like stuck behind this. Sometimes the NPCs get stuck. There she is. Yeah, I got a sponsorship for it, so I'm, you know, I don't know if I love Fortnite, but I enjoyed the game last time I played it. I think it's one of those games that, you know, it's made up by your friends, really. I don't know if playing it solo is probably pretty fun, but I don't know if I could do it all day. But, like, with friends, games like that are pretty sweet. I'm gonna ask Stuply or Mega or anyone else to do it too. Or Mantis or John, but I don't know. Mantis is probably wiped out from this weekend's academy. And John, who knows where he sleeps at. Yeah, it does get a better rap because it's a kid's game. I mean, I don't know. When I look at the game, like, I get the animation style, but there's so much shit in that game. Like, there's so much content. There's so many different game modes and the creative modes and stuff. It really... I get why it appeals to kids, because it's basically a hub for everything they want to do. But I don't think it should be limited to kids. I can understand why some people prefer, like, Warzone as a battle royale. Because they prefer different gunplay or whatever.
Meth, the other half's on toilet cleaner.
I like it. Much more casual. Much more easier to get into. So all the meth in like 4 buys. League? No league today. Talking about league today. I'll play league like later. Plan on playing Fortnite after the meeting. I'm gonna sell meth till the meeting, go to the meeting, and then I've never seen a juggalo up here.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, that toilet cleaner's got me real messed up.
Yeah, I bet it would, brother. I feel like League is on the resurgence. We'll see League again soon on the menu. I think I'm still stuck in my promos to Platinum in League solo queue. I don't think I ever finished doing them. I think I'm 2 losses and 0 wins towards Platinum in that series. It counts as, yeah, it doesn't count as a pistol per se, but it's not on your back, yeah. That's why I think the Sonos really good. It's because it's kind of a one-shot up close.
Hello.
I glitched that, but she's not buying it now. Hard stuck silver. How much have you been playing solo queue? Stuck silver in the Final Fantasies PvP. I haven't put that many games in though. That gunshot was spooky. I gotta get back to this swing. I don't even know what the meta is like. Probably not changed drastically in 4 months or 2 months or whatever, but could go back and start playing Graves again. Oh, listen, get out of here. Sirens.
Hey, hey! Immigrants everywhere you look.
Alright. 1 bag of meth left. Let's get the fuck out of here. I think what I like the most about the Bozo shirt is when you put your cut on. Looks like it says 07. Kind of funny. Who was the Bozo cop who was doing Code 3's through Sandy Shore? I need to get a new radio and see if anyone's around. Look at Iron Hog and see if any of the members lost are around. Yeah, it's like my name. No mechanic, Neil. Joey Toes. He's got a few jobs. Wonder how the pumps are at Sandy. I haven't been there yet. See if there's any gas in them. The wheel big gas. Oh, we got a shit ton of gas in here. God damn. Nearly full. How do I do this? Gas pump. Yeah, sure, $9. Bill. No, I was about to build my cop, when it almost build Svensson for that. Got my wireless Wi-Fi Bluetooth gas pump. Can I drive off with my hands? Alright, well, I'm gonna go get a real bike until the rest of this map. Didn't seem like anyone came up here. They're a little busy. There's like a dead zone where you can't really sell much in the middle of the night. Like no locals are around in Sandy. So I'll use that to get a new bike. That's now or a little bit. That's actually not now. Oh, that's a DOC guard. This bike is in good condition, bro. Usually banged up. Alright, let's find a Sanchez real quick. I could greed and sell the last bag. Before I do that, I could do both at once. Look at this. I just broke this window, started selling meth off this car, off the trunk, go over. I don't have a fucking slim. The lockpick. Fuck, I need to get a lockpick. Cut off, mask on. That's what I'm trying to do. It's been raining all morning here. It's so cozy. Actually, really enjoying it. I love the rain. I love days where it just rains. You know, hopefully, you know, no one gets hurt or anything with flash flooding, but I don't know. I just love the rain. Feels like an excuse to do nothing. Yesterday was the first day that my apartment's pool was open. And after Academy, I was like, man, I'm gonna go to a nice day out. It was coldish. The pool was so cold. It was like 78 or 79 degrees out. It was like a nice day actually, but the pool was cold as hell. I got waist deep in, and that was it. You know. But you're not Irish, are you? People are saying that Kaminsky's Irish too. I think I've gotten to the point where I've been online so long with different accents that I don't even recognize when someone has an accent anymore. Because the other day I did the same thing with Max Muller, who's obviously British now that I think about it. He's Max Muller is 100% British, and I was like, I thought he was American. I don't know why. I would have sworn on a Bible that Max was American. Washed up. I can't tell what accent's in. locals coming over to buy my meth. Yeah, maybe it's because it's unusual. He also did play Gil for a while, and I don't think Gil had a British accent, did he? Did Gil ever have a British accent when he played that? Run into the middle of the road and sell this guy some meth. Delivery.
Hello? With my latest spectrometer modification, it's going to be a lot harder to find.
I need to get a lockpick now. Oh! Shit, I got some air! If there's any lockpicks I can buy real quick for business. Sell myself a lockpick, maybe? Any lockpicks? One advanced. I want to buy an advanced lockpick with less than 10 durability. Not rich enough for that shit. Food in here. Dude, I'm so tempted to steal this food. Hungry. I'm gonna assume it's okay, because I'm an employee. Okay, I'm not gonna find a lockpick. Harmony has some. I metal detected a shit ton a while ago, but they've all degraded to nothing, dirt, while I was away. Cancel lockpick. There's actually no one I want to talk to from this list. All these people. Maybe we'll just go get a cliffhanger from the garage. I'll just go use one for the club. Holden's cliffhanger. I need to get new metal detectors. What I need to do. Buy a metal detector off someone. My VPN is broken. My radio is broken. My laptop, all that shit breaks every week or so. I have to make a pilgrimage every week down to the city just get a new VPN. Which Cooper, by the way? Because I think we have two Coopers now. One is Rustin Cooper, and the other's Cadet Cooper. I don't know his first name. We also have Copper, of course, too. But I think there's a lot of value in being an SDSO cadet over LSPD or PBSO. I mean, I think there's inherent like benefits and stuff of both, right? But I think if I were to play a crim, if I were to start over on cop right now, what department would I join? I think I'd be tempted to join LSPD because it's a big group. You can just be kind of like one of many, and there's not a lot of like, uh, you don't have to worry too much about being like singled out for being a bozo or whatever. Oh my god, do I have a repair kit?
Ball.
Go get a repair kit. What's up, Gus? Jake Cooper was the best pursuit driver in the server I come from, but he might be washed. I already did pretty good. He got moved up to the other... We did like the two groups in SDSO, the novice and the advanced. He was in the advanced group, and I think he did pretty good. I never heard anything about it, so I assume that's good. Because I was with the novice group the entire time. I was with Burn and Brick for a little bit, and then Brick moved up. Then who else was in there? It was Burn and Spartan. Anyway, what I was saying is, I think it'd be tempting to join like LSPD if I was brand new, and like just be one of many cadets and not really have to like worry about being like too accountable, and just you're like one of 50 cadets, so like you're not too concerned about like being singled out as like shitbag or whatever, right? You suck. It's not gonna matter as much because you're like one of 50 cadets who suck. Whereas if you're SDSO, you're like one of like 10 cadets, or one of like, probably 20 or 25 total, including including solo. Where if you suck, it's a little more obvious and there's a little more like attention. So it may be a little more intimidating to be an SDSO cadet, because if you suck, people will know, and they will try to like talk to you about it and like work on it with you. Which I think is a good thing. It's like better for like roleplay stuff because you actually get like individual attention. But like, I do think there's a lot of people that join LSPD or PBSO, and their goal isn't really to get good. It's just to like go under the radar. They don't want to like have a process where they like advance as a cadet and get better as a cadet. They just want to like kind of slide through the cadet phase unnoticed. It's intimidating if you're just sliding through and no one's really noticing, but it's I don't know, I guess there's less that was interesting to me. High armor for dude, by radio too. Let me just blue. Rounds. 30, 20. 475. Sweet. Yeah, that'll work. Great condition, man. Honestly, people, we all joke about Peach being the main character. The main character is definitely Mantis. Definitely Toretti. He is the, like, if this were a TV show, the main character would absolutely be Toretti because he is the straight man of the group, and that's usually the perspective in which TV shows are portrayed. Like, you have the straight man sheriff who's dealing with crazy gaslighting Peach and, you know, unhinged lieutenant and, too cool under sheriff and, like, all this stuff. He's definitely, like, the main character. As much as I want to pretend that I am. If this were a TV show, I would not be the main character. But I'm perfectly okay with that. I mean, I want to have my own stories and stuff, but I know that I'm not the main character on any character I play. I'm happy being a side character who's in other people's stories as well. Ace? Is this Silas? Exactly, Gus. Yeah, Mantis done a great job. I think a lot of people put credit towards various people, but from knowing the inside of knowing the inner workings of PD, there's been a lot of work done by Mantis, the Academy, and the rest. Driving.
Get the hell out of here!
Driving through. What do you want?
It's not a drive-through.
Lock
What
the
is
door. It's a
McDonald's?
drive-through.
No.
You lock the door.
Listen, you gotta get out of here. You gotta
Going
get out of
through.
here. Who?
I'm going through.
No, you're not. You went in and now you're stopped. If
Well,
you're
because you
going
locked the
through-
door. What the fuck is this?
Yeah. What do you think this is? This isn't McDonald's.
It's not?
No, this isn't McDonald's. Why did you think this was McDonald's? Do I look like a McDonald's worker?
Yes.
Well, it's not McDonald's. This is the sheriff's office.
Okay. Alright. I'll take a large fry and a Big Mac.
No, this isn't McDonald's. Isn't McDonald's.
Oh, okay. Take a Whopper.
This isn't Burger King either.
Chicken
And
sandwich.
it's not Wendy's.
When these nuts fall in your face.
Please smoke this bozo.
I'm gonna sell some more app, I think.
Bozo detected.
This used to be a war criminal stream.
Used to be. It may be again someday. I had an interesting conversation with a few people over the weekends about transferring over. And I won't out them. I'll let them reveal it themselves whenever they want to, if they decide to. But we may have some people joining us. This very slow. Yeah, answer it too fast. Bozo was past the out on top of his cat tree, but I'm gonna wake him up just to pet him. Yeah, he's a good cat. Don't worry, I'm petting him. Yeah, SDSO's doing pretty good, not gonna lie to you. I think there's some big moves in the works. Few people. Make us even bigger. Shall see. Dude, I think my favorite part about Bozo, the cat, is when he sleeps, it's like, I don't know, I suspect everyone looks like this when they sleep to a degree, but like, I don't know, for animals in particular, whenever I had a dog growing up, they would sleep in like these tight little balls, you know, they'd sleep in a tight little ball, or they'd sleep on their stomach with their paws in front of them. But either way, it looked pretty symmetrical and pretty like regulated, like pretty normal, right? My favorite is when Bozo sleeps like on his cat bed on top of his cat tree. He is just sprawled out, like his feet and his legs are everywhere. He looks like he's just dead asleep every time. Like his paws are like jutting off. It's great. I don't know. It's so cute. Bayo? Yeah, Bayo moved a few months ago. Bayo is a big move. He's I think if you ever want to hear someone say something positive about Bayo, listen to Mantis talk about him like an idol. But Bayo is absolutely great. Bozo go. We're probably in the dead zone for selling for the next like 10 minutes. Not any locals around that I can see. So I might drive down to the city, get a new VPN. Go to the bank. Go to the bank and deposit this money first. Yeah, I think we, well, the troopers have talked about expanding a few times recently, but it seems most serious most recently. With the, I mean, they added like 8 chargers into the garage for troopers, so all those chargers are probably gonna go to use. I don't know who they're gonna add initially. I really hope it's Columbo and like Bayo and like people that would kind of take troopers back to like the Hall of Fame type approach. Like even Casterman would be a great trooper, I think too. But I think troopers in general would be a great way to take people who have been around forever and have a lot of experience and put them in a role where they're not necessarily commands and they're not taking up a command position in the LSPD or SDSO or whatever. But they are in a role where they can still be like respected, and they can still give advice. Like they're advisors now, right? So you take all these all these really respected cops. They've been around for like 4 or 5 years. You put them in like a department where they have innate respect, and that way they can be advisors to the new generation of commands after that. Like, you know, Anita and Espinosa. I mean, God, they're like 2 years now, 3 years now, but they're still kind of new to me in my head. The list I saw was Garcia. Who was the list? Mac? I don't know if Gunner would be a trooper. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I've seen some crazier stuff. Smoke that bozo. You're right, nameless. Sub. I'm always hesitant to like say, oh yeah, the lists. I don't know what list you're talking about, so I don't want to like comment on it. But like I don't even know like it feels like I'm not trying to call you out, UPan. I'm just saying. Sometimes it feels like speculation, like hardcore speculation by viewers or other streamers or people that aren't in the know. It's just like, wow, this is the list for troopers, and maybe it comes true, maybe it doesn't, but like, if there's no like, hey, it came from here, then I don't really trust it. No, I don't think I'd be a trooper if I wanted it. I think, I don't know, I mean, I would like to think so. I'd like to think Svensson could be a trooper if he wanted to. But I don't actually know if that would happen or not. I don't think you'd want to be a trooper right now, because with the way Sonora Desert's going, it's going pretty good, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I wouldn't want to be a trooper. And there's always like that twinge of like, oh, but troopers are super cool, and like, everyone loves troopers. So I don't know, maybe, but we've added troopers for kind of different reasons.
What up, Sledge? Long time no see.
Hey.
Everything good on your end?
Yeah.
Nice shirt.
Thanks. Hey, sure.
Yeah, I know, right? Silas just got done trying to chase me.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw him.
Yeah.
You'd kill him.
I mean, alright.
Was he there at the station?
Yeah.
Brad's gonna kill him. Before I even get there.
I mean, I had like 15 grand on me and a bunch of drugs, like, sure. What's back here? He was back here. I don't see anybody.
Yeah, when I saw him, he was inside the lobby.
Yeah, he chased me and then pulled into the lot, so I'm not sure where he went.
What was he chasing you for?
Cause I had class 2 in my bag.
Yeah, well, I guess I could sell some meth and see if he shows up, and then we could kill him.
I mean, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Was that you on the mountain over there by Hippie Camp?
No.
Okay, somebody on a bike then. Okay, well let me go deposit some money at the bank real quick.
Alright.
The new radio is 423.1.
432.1.
423. 23. 423.1.
Hey, mate.
You got me?
Yeah, got you.
It's Sledge fucking Diesel.
I'll find where I can sell some meth real quick. Of Oz? Nah, see, it looks like an 07 to me, Riley. Look at that. We're just super cool guys. That's me! That's right! Yeah, you got it! And Riley's so smart. Well, I wonder if we'll get in trouble for I don't think I can sell meth here now that we own this fucking spot. I probably shouldn't sell meth here now that we own this gas station. Because I'm an Iron Hog employee. My Riley's getting trooper. Damn. You're right, I should have done that shit. You know what I'm craving, dude? I'm gonna say some real heinous shit. You know what I'm craving right now? Egg salad sandwich. I haven't had one of those forever. I know, right? I haven't had one of those since I was a kid. Some white bread, some egg salad, sandwich. Mm-mm-mm.
guys have no gas here or what?
But we get gas.
Well, you do bet.
Get like 8,000 gallons of that gasoline.
Hey, can I buy some off you? How do I do this, huh?
Go to the pump. Select the
I
fuel
don't
you
see-
want, the grade. Put in your state ID, bill yourself, and pump it.
Where are the pumps at, man? I don't
Right here.
they're not
Good for you if you want. Your state ID.
can you please get 3852? For me the pumps aren't there. That's why I was
Yeah, me neither. um,
fill that bitch up.
Bill.
Ooh.
Selling meth. Refueling cars. Dude, on a croissant? That sounds awesome. Like a Costco croissant. That sounds
Yo, what's
fucking
your name, man?
Sledge.
Sledge, alright.
Sledge Diesel.
Oh, perfect name.
Alright. Do it.
Alright, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Riddle 'em. Same as the repair, make sure you perk it. You don't lose the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
I'm gonna back it up.
Go for it.
you
Doesn't
see
even
gas
work
pumps?
here.
You see gas pumps though?
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, just pump their gas. They don't even work here in the books yet.
Yeah, I don't see them at all.
You want some gas?
No, I'm good right now, but
Thirsty?
no, I'm not thirsty.
Gas?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Want some gas with my Bluetooth? Gasoline?
Right? Just materializes.
That fucker sailors comes, I'll give him some gasoline.
Hell yeah. We can blow up a CVBI.
Your state ID.
7831. I don't want to pay for that. What the fuck?
How much is it?
$1,000?
Oh, this
2017?
Brooks at a gas.
Yeah, must be. Apparently, Fritz from Mayhem came by and shot up the propane tank over here.
Ooh. We're gonna kill
Yes,
him?
yeah. We'll see what happens. Supposedly, it wasn't him.
What does that mean? You said supposedly it's him, and then you said supposedly it wasn't him.
Yeah, that's the problem. He, according to Lucy, he rolled through here on his gargoyle with his white livery, with 69 in the front, shot 2 shots at the propane tank, and then all of a sudden, his gargoyle was right in front of the 24/7 with nobody on it. And then Matthias came by and said that, oh yeah, Fritz is having head problems.
Or would a head
And so
problem
everyone-
if you shoot a propane tank? Well, Lucy
And
says
then-
goes to kill him.
Yeah. And Lucy called Fritz and spoke, and supposedly it wasn't him. Because they
Bitch.
got pissy because they keep on saying they have no gas up in Polito, and we said that, oh, we have gas. And then
Huh?
Cy Carter said, yeah, we also have gang sprays.
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah.
probably hit a nerve.
And, yep, and that's what made him drive down here and shoot up the propane tank.
So did he lie about it like a pussy?
Apparently, if what Lucy's saying is true, he definitely did.
Why don't they just grab the gas pump?
Why don't
and
they
walk
just...
back to Polito?
Right?
Wireless.
That's what I'm saying. Or why don't they
Just
just go
pump our
after Cy
gas in
Carter
Polito.
instead of after the gas station?
The Carter. So mad at that fucking psychotic guy.
I don't blame you. I'm gonna test something.
Hey, boo. Like,
Probably because I don't see anything, but you see pumps, right?
yeah.
I value my life, by the way. I'm just testing.
Hey.
Thing.
So they. I mean, I don't think these pumps even blow up anymore.
I mean, I definitely see them.
Do you see them?
I mean, excuse me, I don't see them.
I don't think they even blow up anyway.
I don't know what to tell you. These drugs are real quick.
Do you have any boxes of shotgun ammo? I need to buy some more.
I do not. There are boxes of 50. How many rounds have you shot off?
Hello. 30. How's the karma, Riley?
What about that corrections explorer? Should we? No, corrections. It's fine. UC's alright.
Yeah, those guys get it hard enough. They're in prison all day. They're in prison longer than the lifers. Wait. What do you mean lost or mayhem? I mean Sandy.
Just FYI, people are starting to get pissed because we've been robbing people at the Animal Ark.
Ooh. Well, they can suck in my double barrel.
Exactly.
Was it that guy in the box truck?
So we actually did rob them 2 days ago to make sure that they start using lizard dicks.
Nice.
Now they have a deal and they're gonna start selling all their pelts to them.
It was good.
We got them down, we took their box truck and everything.
That box truck, we talked about robbing them a month ago. They're lucky it took that long.
There's been some weird accusations against that Zero guy.
Ooh. Yeah, that kinda doesn't surprise me. Just.
Yeah. Between the way he's dressed and also hunting with a box truck.
Yeah, well, I kind of warned him not to do that about a month ago. 2 months ago, even.
Yep.
Before I was even a prospect. I told him not to before I was even a prospect, so it has to be at least a month and a half ago.
Mhm.
Hey, fuck it, I'm just gonna go park this bike so repair on it.
Yeah, it's almost that time.
Fuck is my bagger? Oh, it's at the compound. Move this down the road temporarily. What am I doing? I'm fucking around. I'll just park at the clubhouse. No big a deal. Also, kind of interesting how you metagames know that Sledge has 2 dicks. Like, how did you even metagame that? I never even talked about that on stream. He is the double dick guy. I'm not gonna elaborate. It's already been abused against me. All I'll say is, yeah, you're right. He has 2 dicks. I don't know how you knew. Oh, I'll make it back to Sandy in time. They've lost $600 in gasoline right now. After all these buildings, these spawns. Forced to unlore. No. Raven will collaborate. Ask him. Deadass. I will. You know what? For my end of stream tweet today, if someone reminds me, I will at Raven ask him, isn't it true that Sledge Diesel has 2 dicks in the lore? And he will confirm, because it's true. I kind of hope that doesn't, like, fuck with his job. Like, if they're monitoring his social media, why are they, why is some guy in America asking you if a guy named Sledge Diesel has 2 dicks? A hard question to answer. Parked in time. It's so weird when the second shot fires, it's like so much slower. Hey, watch. 1, 2. I'm not even. I click once. I'll click once. Watch. 1 click. Like bizarre. Oh, fast it fires. Versus that just fires 1. Huh. Anyway. Alright, let's go to the meeting. Second. No, for some reason it's slow. I don't know why. GTA Online, at least with that shotgun, you click once and it fires both barrels. I kind of wish you could do it so you could like double tap or something. All right, back in a sec. Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing a Columbo impersonation, but we can really use me where I was with that stuff. Gotta do the Columbo voice. Yeah. It's not just like Sledge, unfortunately.
Bozo detected.
Sergeant? Hello? Turn on some of the alerts, by the way. Might turn them back up if they're too quiet, but people are saying they're pretty loud. They were. Art is still ear pop. It's not. If we get a couple subs, you'll see it's pretty normal. But you can still hear the fart. Can you specifically make the fart one really loud? Okay, yeah. I'll make the fart one really
Hello
loud.
there.
I'm gonna make the fart one super goddamn loud. Like, your neighbors are gonna be like, "What the fuck happens?" And right now, it's at like 15%. Like the rest of the alerts are around 10 to 15%. Oh shit! Part one. Variation. All right, I'm gonna put this. It's at a 15% chance, so fart's gonna be at 70% volume, 73% volume. So that's literally earth-shattering farts. If you guys sub enough to hear the fart, there will be no one left. All the alerts are at 10% right now, and it's a reasonable level. Before they were at like 50%. So in theory, a 75% fart should be like just. You know what? Fuck. I'll just put 100%. Let's just see how bad this can really get. Let's just agree. Let's put it 100% and see. I'll do it once. You know, if it happens, it happens. And if there's any survivors, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Owens Bozo.
Thank you, character. Fortnite, I'm gonna ask Manthus if he wants to, but he may be kind of wiped out from Academy this weekend. I'll ask John if he's around. I think Mega wants to, and maybe Stuply. We should at least have 2 or 3. Oh my god, I
missed it.
I'm not sorry. Just to clarify, trying to blend in as Columbo, and Columbo wouldn't apologize. I have to do it again, is what I'm trying to say.
Darn, damn it.
Alright.
Trying to swap that.
Well, I'm not sorry. See, I keep saying sorry, now I have to hit you again. Here we go.
May I have another?
Yeah.
Thank
Talk, Riv.
Okay, he didn't say, uh-oh, silence thinking.
Yeah, watch it, bozo.
What happened to him?
Hit him up.
I slipped and fell. I walked into a door.
Well, I just beat the shit out of the chief of EMS. How are you guys? My name's Columbo.
Oh, how's it going?
Oh, hey.
What's up,
There
Big
he
C?
is, Mr. Two-Time.
That's a two-time.
Beat the shit out of Riv and his stupid pug.
You beat the dog, too?
No, I didn't hit the dog.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't think...
Hey, Big T, you abused that thing we learned the other day.
What thing?
You abusing people?
Oh my god.
I'm sitting on a Bible
what?
here.
Who's abusing who?
Hey, I got really good at cuffing people, by the way.
Oh my god, we can sit?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Are you
making
sure that you showed that you're doing it? I cuffed a guy who was 6 feet away from me.
That's good. We're gonna need
Wow.
not only do we need drivers and shooters,
Throwing
but now
those cuffs
we're gonna need some cuffers too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do we need a new
smoked that
cuffing
guy.
division?
Well, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
make the cuffing.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Cuffing. I've always cuffed the old way.
I am initiating cuffs. You gotta say it
That's
like
good. Jeffrey might be a
That's
shoe-in
pretty
for
good,
this
Jeff.
department.
Yeah, but how well can you actually cuff somebody?
Oh,
You know.
nice. Talks a big game. Let's see him
Can we
do
get
it.
Can we
Why
get
don't you
special
grab-
vest?
why don't you grab
It
Silas?
only took me 3 times.
Oh!
We're gonna have
Look at
to.
me.
Chris is good enough.
Hold
right?
on, hold on. Why don't you grab
Chris.
and why don't you taser and cuff Silas if you're so good at it, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Do not tase me, Jeff.
Well, you have to simulate the whole thing.
Here.
You're uncuffing. Okay, good.
The-
You gotta hit the
key-
trials.
You could tackle me
See,
if you
the
want.
key
A
is
one-on-one
that,
duel
no,
for
here's the thing.
cuffing.
When you're tasing them, point your taser at them before you initiate cuff. Right? Keep your taser pointed at them and then initiate the cuff.
Oh, this guy's got all the strats.
Oh, so he knows.
You are being handcuffed. You are being handcuffed. You are being handcuffed. You are being handcuffed. You are being handcuffed.
Oh, we got
Yeah, there you
him.
go, there you go.
Yeah.
Got
That's how you do it right there.
There it is.
That was some good cuffing right there.
You are being unhandcuffed. You are being unhandcuffed. You are being
You better do it
unhandcuffed.
twice. You better do it twice.
I can only do it
I
once.
can tell he was getting handcuffed by how it is.
Thank you, Riv.
What's going on?
I wouldn't want to hit you again, but I will.
They're just practicing how to handcuff people.
Oh, hey,
Are you
bud.
fucking with me, Willie?
They're on real tight. The 2-time put them on.
Looks like a chubby raven.
Yeah, a little bit.
Why are you here, old Jeff?
I'm riding with Cum-Cums today.
Oh, really? Where's Cum-Cums?
Yeah, where is Cum
Did you get out of
Round in the
jail?
corner. There he is.
There he is.
Hey, he's out of
Hey,
jail.
Everybody be happy to him.
Out of
Everybody be nice
jail.
to him, please.
Oh, Brick.
Hey, Kaminsky.
Look who survived prison.
It's true.
Oh, it's.
Hey,
oh,
what
hi,
Why were
Brick.
you in prison, Kaminsky?
We're not going to talk about it.
Gable
okay?
arrested
Seems like a
him.
pretty
Because
big
Gable-
deal.
If Cum-Cums wants to talk, I'm sure he will.
Yeah, we do have there is a bunch of stuff going on with
I
Kaminsky, okay?
accidentally, erased,
Right.
Chad Gable arrested him.
a few episodes
Yeah.
of Cops,
Chad Gable, the snake.
I had to make
You
a
know,
video
Chad is pretty
of the Kardashians
unified,
and
disliked by the
Sledge.
PD now.
I'm the OG Chad Gable hater.
I don't hate him. I'm not like.
I don't know about
love
that.
the guy.
I feel like Owen would be the OG one. He's the one that.
Yeah, I
He
kind
just
of.
admitted to not hating the guy.
Well,
Gable,
How's
well,
he
they
the OG
reconciled.
hater? He just said he
I
doesn't
beat his
hate him.
ass, and then I had everyone
he
else beat
farted
his
all
ass.
over his office in the
Yeah,
MRPD.
that little fucker
Well, I
was
hate
farting.
him so much I wouldn't even want to touch the guy, even if it was beating his ass.
Shit, that lightning was so, thunderbolt so
Hey,
loud.
Kaminsky, do you want me to put like a mustache on like Riggs today?
What? How dare you mention rings?
Oh yeah, there's a.
What
well,
happened?
we'll see. We'll see if they want
they
to.
have
Can you guys
falling
bring it
out.
in or yell? You guys are in the back there being a little shy boy.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
yeah. See, that's what I
Okay, they
thought.
had a
No,
falling
not next to
out.
me, Brick.
They had a falling.
Well, Riggs is the cool one. How can we
You're
fire
over
the cool
there.
one?
Is it cool to fuck your best friend's wife?
Oh my God! Hey, I thought we said no
Well-
office drama. I thought we said no office
Kind of like
drama.
Doctor
No, you said
Disrespect.
that.
That's pretty cool,
Sounds
actually.
like it's-
It sounds like a good rule. Sounds like a good rule.
The
not to have
2-time knows
office
all
drama.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, actually. You put it like that.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Roy.
Wait, who am I fucking?
Who's your wife? Can we all like?
my wife?
My
like-
wife.
My wife.
I think
My
Kaminsky wants you to
wife.
fuck his wife.
movie.
My
Good
wife.
shit.
So you're
Borat.
encouraging this, Big T. Wow, what
My
a great
ex-wife.
guy.
Well, who's your ex-wife so we don't fuck her?
Lauren?
Her name is
Linda.
Samantha.
Samantha?
Tyron? Do not have sex with her.
You have
I
her.
will have sex with you.
Do you have her
Okay.
number so we can avoid her?
You hear that, everybody? Do not have sex with Kaminsky's
Well, he
ex-wife,
said he said she
Samantha.
will have sex with you, though.
Right, but
Yeah,
let's not
that's
be
the-
disrespectful.
that's
to
the
our
part that I
fellow.
wanna be
That's the
careful
tricky
of.
part.
I don't want
right?
that.
I mean, they're divorced, so like.
Well, yeah, they've got to be.
What the hell is
after-
wrong with you guys? Can we support our own
Well,
other
they're
officers here?
divorced. I mean, you can't
Poor
like
Kaminsky.
I'm
claim.
supporting him.
Tell it to Galen.
If she's a cheating bitch, then he should leave her.
Well, he did.
Yeah,
It's an ex-wife.
Well, then I
Divorce.
support you. And now that she's a free
It still
woman, I
hurts.
might have to, you know,
Let's
You
clap
might
that,
have
huh?
to.
I'll call her tonight.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
No, no, no,
Do your
we
thing.
don't.
Wood, Silas.
In your honor, I'm gonna
So
take a
on a
vow of
scale of
celibacy.
one, on a scale
I'm
of 1 to
swinging
10,
anything that comes down the
what are we
pipe.
dealing
So
with here?
if I hit a, you know, it is what it is.
I don't think she likes Wheel of Fortune, Silas.
All right, well then she's.
Goddamn.
Who
shame.
needs her? Am I right,
That's right.
Kaminsky?
Yeah, fuck it.
Fuck it.
And fuck
Fuck
her.
her.
I might.
Oh.
Fuck her.
Oh.
I might fuck her.
Okay, everybody relax.
Not literally though.
I might.
Can I get a fuck Matt Woods? Fuck Matt Woods.
Oh, there we go.
Fuck
yeah.
Matt
Fuck
Rhodes.
Matt
Fuck
Rhodes.
Matt
Fuck
Rhodes.
Matt
Fuck
Rhodes.
Matt Rhodes.
And fuck
Yo.
Tessa Lamb, the pigeon
Fuck
feeder.
Tessa Lamb.
Fuck
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Easy.
Fuck Tessa Lamb.
Whoa.
Blood pressure.
Hell yeah, Kevin, you're popping off.
Rudy's here, everyone. Woo!
Fuck
Rudy.
Rudy.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Rudy.
Rudy.
Ready.
Hey, Rudy, we
Rudy's
can't
here.
fuck Kaminsky's wife.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think we have to worry about.
Oh, Chalk was
Worry,
really
Rudy,
hoping.
Chalk.
A few of us are taking
He
a
had
vow of
his fingers
celibacy
crossed
if you
that
want
he
in
was
on
gonna
that.
Who's?
we're not.
Fuck
Who's
his
what?
wife.
Well, I mean, for Brick, you know what, Brick? Yeah, you're taking a vow. It's
I
a
don't
vow,
think Brick needs to
so-
vow
That's
anything.
what it's called.
It's
That's a
probably
better
Involuntary,
Yeah.
Brick.
That's gonna be involuntary for Brick. He's
It's
not.
my
He didn't need to do anything.
Yep. Oh, and
Okay.
fuck the PBSO as well.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck the PBS.
Yeah.
Well, besides, there's a few of them, but not many.
No, there's not.
I like Ginny.
No.
We're all assholes.
Let's get a fuck Matthew Espinosa because his first name's the same as that Rhodes fucker.
Yeah.
How dare you? Fuck
Yeah.
Espados.
Fuck that, guys.
Fuck that guy.
Especially for
No mats.
No mats.
How about
Yeah,
Anita?
Rhodes is an ugly
Fuck
prick.
Anita, right? Woo!
Yes, I mean she's kind of like.
Fuck
I mean-
Anita.
Yeah, and Mackenzie.
No,
Hayes.
okay. Lukewarm
And
on that one.
Mackenzie Hayes.
Just checking.
Okay.
Jesus.
Fuck
All right.
Hayes.
Yeah, I like
Alright.
Hayes. What do you
Finally,
mean?
you guys are
She's a
seeing it my
woman.
way.
Hayes
Okay.
locked me up
You
for
guys are a
10
bunch
years.
of fucking
Jesus.
selfish
Jeff.
hypocrite morons.
Now you're a cop, so who won?
Absolute moron.
Fuck,
Fuck William Gunner.
yeah, fuck
Woo!
Gunner
Fuck
shit.
Gunner.
Fuck
That
Gunner
brings me to
shit.
my first point, guys. I want to let you know something. I've been hearing some things about Gunner. Apparently, as you
It's
know,
not true.
he did. What?
I mean, it's not true.
I didn't even say it yet.
You're a Gunnarsson sympathizer, Beach.
Oh,
Is it with the drugs? Is it with the drugs? Oh,
Gunner.
never mind.
Gunner has stolen my face, and he refuses to get plastic surgery to get it removed again.
What are
He
you
looks
talking
just
about? He
like
stole
me.
your
How do you
He went
steal
to the
someone's
plastic
face?
surgeon.
I can
He
see
went to
your
the
face,
plastic
Big T.
surgeon, and he made the plastic surgeon make him look just like.
It's a form of flattery.
Isn't that form of flattery?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be a form of flattery.
Oh.
So here's the thing: it would be a form of flattery if he wasn't using it to his advantage to potentially get me in trouble.
Oh, he's
You
doing
would
that.
not.
Big T, which one are you? Are you
Oh,
Nick
so it's
Kingston
him
in this
fucking the
scenario?
horse
That's a
yesterday.
good. Well, we didn't swap faces. We
the
just have
horse?
the same
Well, I
one.
mean, you could.
Why don't you change
I
your
don't want-
face? Makes it easier.
No, I love my face.
Yeah, that's actually good.
You want
point.
me
I
to see
wouldn't
if I can
want
get
his
this
face
sorted out, sir? I
What
can
if you
talk to
grow
my
out your
skin
beard
guy.
or something?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'll fix this shift right
Brick, did you
now.
say your skin guy?
I can talk to him and see if we can get this sorted out for you.
You should fire
him.
You have a-
fire your skin
Why does that surprise you? He's a skin guy.
I
Look
don't
at
know
him.
if we're
even know
talking
that
about the
this is
same type of.
Toretto.
Why would that
I don't
surprise
know.
you? Look at him.
Well, I don't think he's talking about that
you
type of
exactly.
skin guy. I
Like,
think this
does
is
he-
like a
A
hole in the ground
dermatologist?
type of. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's
Huh?
Anyway,
You should fire your skin guy, bro.
I don't think that's the same type of skin guy he's talking about, bud.
Yeah, I don't know. That skin guy, you're not paying him enough or something.
Oh God,
Yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah,
he only
yeah.
makes
Never
like
mind,
$9.50 an
never
hour at Sephora.
Oh, sweet
So,
lord.
yeah, it's okay. All right.
What if you took someone like more attractive's face? Like, what if you took like Snow's face or Cody's?
How is Snow more attractive than me?
I don't know.
I don't know. They just kind of have like that dad thing going
It's
on.
the accent.
Snow has that dad thing going on.
My accent. What's wrong with my accent?
That has nothing to do with his face.
Well,
voice and
I
face are different things.
I find the
I mean, the
northeastern
accent is
accent to
coming
be
from
kind
the
of like
face.
comedic, not attractive.
I
you
don't
know?
have an accent.
Yeah, you do.
Snow's accent.
I agree
Snow's
with
accent.
Big C on this one.
I
You have
think northeastern accents are like comedic. Like it's funny. Like I'm walking here, but it's not attractive. It's just funny. Like
No.
we laugh at you.
We can
Yeah,
I
Big-
don't say. When have
You
I
have-
ever
Big
said
T has a
I'm
funny
walking
voice.
here?
You just
I
said
agree.
it. You just said
You-
it.
I was
You
just
just said
repeating
it.
what you just said.
Yeah, but you said
You
it in the
asked.
accent.
You asked when have I said that, and I said just now.
Yeah, just
What about
now.
Columbo? Can you take Columbo's face?
I don't want. I want my face. Look,
What about
all I'm
Cody?
saying is
I don't
Gunner
Cody,
is an enemy.
would you give up your
Be
face
careful.
for the show?
Gunnarsson has always been an
I
enemy.
love my
Cody's
face. I don't want to
pretty
get rid of my
attractive.
face.
Well, it's
Okay.
too late.
Alright.
Gunnarsson has your face.
You already
now.
gave it up. Gunner already has it.
Yeah.
Right, we've
It's already
already
been
gone off
ruined
track.
anyway.
So let's just get this dial this back in. So first order of business, as you know, Academy was this weekend. It was a pretty good success. The SDSO had
Pretty good success. That's
specifically the SDSO had a fantastic academy. They worked hard. All the people, thank you. All the people that came by and helped out. Cody, Roy, Cumbo, I guess, Pike, Willie. Who else? Who else was
Just say
there?
thanks to everyone for being there.
Thanks everybody for being there. I appreciate it. Silas was there for a little bit.
Our picture was also the best.
Can we get a round of applause for the Big T, the one and only?
I fell asleep during
Come on, guys, give it up for Big T.
Big T.
Big T, 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 Big T. Big T, 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 Big T,
How long is this gonna go?
Big T, 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 Big T. Big T, 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 Big T. Okay.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean?
Matt Rhodes.
That's right.
Fuck Matt Rhodes.
Okay,
Fuck
hold
Matt
on.
Rhodes. Fuck Matt 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 Rhodes. Who do we hate? Who do we hate? And who else? Yeah!
Matthew
Big T,
Espinosa.
Big T, 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 Big T.
You guys done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I guess.
All right, thank you. There is no basement.
There's no basement.
There is no basement, Sandy.
There's no basement. Do your job.
Start the meeting,
Do your job.
Do your job.
I thought we
Do your
did.
job.
So,
Do your job. Do your job.
okay,
Do your
yeah,
job.
do your job, everybody.
Do your
All
job.
right.
Do your job.
Do your job.
So,
Do your job.
Do
Do your job.
Do
Do your job.
all right,
Do your
yep, let's
job.
do your job.
Do your job.
Do your
Do
job.
your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your
Are we
job.
doing your jobs?
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Do your
Do
job.
your job. Big T,
Okay.
Big T, 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 Big T. Who do we hate?
Big T.
Matt Rhodes.
Matt Rhodes.
Who else do we hate?
Matt Rhodes.
Tessa Lamb.
Tessa Lamb.
Big T,
Okay.
Big T, Big.
Okay,
Okay.
that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough. That's enough. All right. So, I just want to send a couple congratulations. The first one is to Mr. Worldwide. I know he's not here right now, but he did make solo after his good performance at the academy.
Ollie.
Also, Rudy Chalk is now a solo cadet.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Rudy.
wow.
Wait, I thought he was already.
He was
already a solo cadet.
He was a
Congratulations,
solo
Rudy
cadet like
Chalk.
6 months ago.
Well, he got it again yesterday, so
Oh, let's
congratulations.
go.
Congrats, Rudy.
Good job, Rudy.
All right.
Lenny Hawk.
Okay. After that, I don't think there is. We don't have any other announcements. Does anybody have anything they want to talk
do.
about? Kaminsky.
Yeah.
Kaminsky has
I
something
got
he
one
really
thing.
needs to talk about.
Real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Lenny Hawk was promoted to senior deputy a few months back.
Lenny.
Wanted to make sure
Lenny.
make sure I articulated that.
Lenny.
I don't know who this is.
Lenny.
Who's Lenny Hawk?
All right. Okay.
Well, he was promoted to senior deputy.
Oh, okay.
Senior deputy. Okay.
Well, a while ago. Then he got fired for an activity.
Oh.
Wanted to update you guys.
There are two snakes among our ranks.
Oh my god.
One's
One
Riggs,
is
we
the
know.
aforementioned John Riggs, and the other one is the scumbag Chad. Is his first name Chad? Gable. Gable.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Hated that game.
Always
Come on,
hated that
guys. Let's
moron.
not turn against each other.
I've
Okay.
always hated
Hold
that.
on. Time out.
Because he'll arrest you.
I'm out. Listen, guys. Here's the deal. Gable's an IA, and currently IA is full of it's full of morons who don't do their jobs. It would seem, and I'm tempted to say fuck Gable just for being a part of IA, but maybe he may be of use to us
Gable
as
has
we're
been-
facing criminal charges.
He has been.
So maybe don't
Yes.
fuck Chad Gable yet, but if we do,
No.
here's how you don't get arrested by Chad Gable. Don't break the law. See, Kaminsky comes here, made the fatal mistake of breaking the law, even after he was told not
barely,
to
though.
several
What
times,
did you do?
and then he
did you
was
do?
arrested.
Okay.
Evaded
I
from a
got
traffic
called
stop.
by Peach to come down to Uwe to meet her and Martel. I was on my bike. I was off duty. I was speeding, and I got pulled over right across the street from the Uwe parking lot. And I was like, "Listen, Gable, I'm in a hurry. I'm just gonna go across the street here." And then he calls out on the radio that I'm evading, and it's an active 80.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
you
stopped
did.
in the parking lot
Why did you do
instantly
that,
and got
Kaminsky?
tased. Because it was right across the street, Willie.
Yeah, but if someone did that, I would have fucking done the same fucking shit. I hate that shit, Kaminsky. Listen to what I'm fucking telling you.
We're
Flop is who asking us.
What?
Okay.
What?
Oh, let's not
They've
forget.
kidnapped Ingvar. They've kidnapped Ingvar.
Wait, what?
We're not pulling a Kyle Pratt and all going down there. Let's not turn into one of those.
Wait, what happened?
Ingvar's riding with snow today, so.
Well, what
Oh.
if we do it politely?
Can we get a cum-cums chant? Is that a
No,
thing?
I
No.
don't want that. I
He's
don't
a,
want that.
he broke the law.
Well, I'm sorry, Kaminsky. Let's
can't-
all
well,
give a
we-
round of applause to Kaminsky for.
So is he fired or
I don't
what?
want one.
Come,
I don't
come.
He's
want one.
suspended
come.
for
He
24
did
hours.
Kaminsky
Good
was
job,
suspended. He
Kaminsky.
did
Great
it. He
job.
served
Come,
his,
come,
his,
where's
cri-
my
his
bumper?
time.
Come,
Congratulations on being a cop, Kaminsky. We all love you.
What are we doing about this flop
Evil doesn't love
asshole?
Comes.
What did Flop do? What did he say?
He said, "Who asked?"
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, you know
one.
what Flap did? He breathed my fucking air.
And also,
That's
he's
all I need.
he's
Wow.
Matt Rhodes' kid, by the way.
Well, hold on.
Fuck Matt Rhodes.
That was Cody. I
Disgusting.
Say the word and I'll contact my
I don't
other
wanna-
skin guy.
want to be that guy, but Cody's also.
Wait,
He's got two
what?
skin guys.
Oh,
Cody's a
the
cool
hell?
child.
Sorry, Brick.
Maybe we just go back to the basics with this. Who do we hate?
Keep your distance.
Matt Rhodes.
Matt Rhodes.
Who else do we hate?
Gable. Chad
Tessa
Gable.
Lamb.
Tessa Lamb.
Not,
Chad
no,
Gable.
Chad Gable's
Chad
pending.
Gable.
Chad
pending.
Gable's
Oh, fuck
guys.
Chad Gable.
No, 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 no.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
I've
I'm
had
not
a
sorry,
great year
actually.
with him.
I meant to do that.
Yeah,
And what?
Yeah,
And
I'm
what?
not allowed to fight.
Want
I
some
have
too?
had it up to here.
Who wants some? That's what I thought.
What?
I punched
I have a
Pike and then I asked who wants some because I'm undersheriff.
You know
You
what?
have
You know
something you
what?
want to talk about, Kev?
Fuck Pike too.
Okay. Hey,
What did he do?
What the hell's your problem?
I thought we're riding. I'm just riding on this fuck train.
I mean, if I'm not appreciated here, I go
No,
somewhere
no,
else.
no,
I'm
no.
supposed.
You are
No,
appreciated.
no.
Silence is just a
Understandable.
grumpy
Right,
old
right.
Well, don't you
man.
threaten us with
I'm
your.
in a grumpy
Don't
old
you
man.
threaten to transfer, you
I
son of a
wouldn't
bitch.
do that.
I'll call your
wouldn't do
bluff.
that. I love
Transfer,
this place.
pussy.
I'm not gonna
Okay,
do that.
relax, everybody. Everybody cool down. Kev,
Anybody who
you have
threatens to
something say?
transfer, I'm gonna say go fucking transfer from now on.
All right, Kev.
Fuck Gable.
On Friday.
Soon TM.
Fuck Gable.
Anybody who
Pending.
pretends like they're gonna go transfer, I'm gonna tell you to do a flip on the way down, you motherfuckers. I'm tired of
Okay.
it. No more gaslighting.
Okay, can we let
Oh,
Kev?
win. Oh,
Let's let Kev talk. Okay, he has something he wants to talk about. Go ahead, Kev.
okay.
I have a little story on Friday. I went down to Mission Row PD to the shower room and I met me hero, Wandy Wangler.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
To the
well,
showers.
it turns out he's actually a bit of a
He was
knob.
wrestling people in
I saw his ball
Me.
sack.
He's wrestling me.
He wrestled Jeffrey.
Yeah, he
he made him wear a
wrestled Jeff.
towel all day.
His balls fell out.
Yeah.
And he also, also, also also told told me me that he wants to end it, and I don't think he's very
Yeah,
cool
he
anymore.
did say that. Yeah, I was a little worried. He did say something like
He's
that.
like drunk, wrestling in the shower, saying he's gonna kill himself.
So you don't
Yeah.
like him
Wait,
anymore?
what?
Is
That's-
that right, Kev?
That's kind of
Yeah.
like Kurt Cobain level cool, honestly.
He also
okay.
I said, can you give me some tips on how to wangle people? And he said, people have whites. I said, yeah. He says, no, they don't exist.
Oh.
That's what he told you.
Yeah, he did. He said that nobody has.
He's kind of sound like
You're
the
not-
Batman or some shit, honestly.
Well, it's the ring. Anyway.
Like he's,
Yeah, he's
like,
a knobhead.
he may save the
haven't-
city, but he may need a gun, you know? Like he's
So
got that
just-
kind of
just-
like.
If you have a
I know.
hero, just don't meet them. Okay.
Oh, I hate to break it to you, Kev.
Yeah.
My hero's standing right there. I met him. That's my
Big
hero.
T's my new hero now.
Big T,
Big
big T, 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 big T. Let's do a hug on 3, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yeah, we love you, Big T.
Big T.
Oh, I love you too, guys.
All
You
right.
didn't want to be part of this?
Oh, I'm sick. right
Everybody hug Peach too.
now. I'm sick, everybody. I'm sick, everybody.
Corner her and hug her.
Oh my god!
This is how germs spread.
Is it because of the Kardashians? Come on.
I don't
What,
watch that
what happened
show.
with the Kardashians?
He's just mad I deleted
way.
some of his comps episodes on the PVR to make room for the
Oh,
Kardashians.
Oh,
Wait, usually the cops.
What do you mean?
That's kind
The
of
cops
Oh
for the
my God.
Kardashians.
that's
Who does that?
inconsiderate, Peach. To be honest, that is not
Mhm.
good.
Cody
Come-
watched them a million times.
Oh,
Come on,
all
it could've
right.
been Reno
All
North
right,
Korea.
party's over, guys. Let's go catch some drug dealers.
thank you, Jenna.
Oh shit. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus.
There.
never had eye contact.
Go hit the streets.
Okay, all right.
Well, Ingvar's here. Let's all say hello to Ingvar. I know.
Hello.
Do a little quick.
Pablo.
Let's do a little super quick. Let's speed run what we went through today, okay?
Okay. Big T, big T, big T, big T. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Big T, big T, big T, big T. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Big T, big T, big T, big T. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Big T, big T, big T, big T. Fuck Matt Rhodes. Fuck Matt Rhodes. And fuck Tessa Lamb.
Fuck Tessa Lamb, that's right, yes.
Fuck Tessa Lamb, fuck Tessa Lamb, fuck Tessa Lamb.
That's it.
There we go. And then the other one was Kaminsky. Don't sleep with Kaminsky's ex-wife that he's divorced from.
Her name's like Shelby or
Her name
something.
is Samantha.
Samantha.
Okay.
Okay.
What else?
Right.
What else?
Okay.
What else did we miss here?
Somebody
Fuck Matt Rhodes. Did we say that?
Fuck Matt Rhodes.
Yeah, fuck Matt Rhodes.
Did we say Big T?
Fuck Matt Rhodes. Double fuck Matt Rhodes.
Did we say there is no basement in Sandy Shores?
Yeah,
No basement in Sandy Shores.
Did we say Chad Gable? Fuck Chad Gable pending.
No, pending. Chad Gable's pending.
That's what I said. I said pending.
Yeah.
Said pending.
I had something I was gonna bring up in
Oh, okay,
private,
sure.
but since we're a big family here, I
Yes,
can
of
say
course.
to everyone. Okay, does everyone know who Boring Brian is at LSPD?
Brian Knight?
Yeah, the boring Brian who always talks about boring stuff.
Oh, is he building? Is he digging a tunnel?
No, he's. I basically once when I went to the meeting there, I was saying to him that I gave him constructive criticism. I said, maybe you should just talk after the meeting because then people that want to listen to you can stay. And now, today, he had me call him on the phone and he said on Thursday he's gonna pull me into the city and he's gonna whip me into shape.
What?
He can't physically assault you.
Okay, well that sounds. He's been saying that to everybody. He's kind of sometimes his
let
ego
you
gets
in
a
on a
little too
secret.
inflated.
I'll let you guys in on a little secret here. That meeting mostly exists so people can have a captive audience while they do one of two things. One, like to hear themselves talk. Two, try their new comedy bit. So.
Oh, there's
that's-
one more.
Right.
To brag,
Absolutely
humble
does not
brag,
happen here.
Humble brag.
humble brag about.
No, we mostly just
Albert's
chant stuff here.
And
accomplishment.
then it's Boring
Right.
Brian who just bores every. Oh wait, I'm
That's
sorry.
why I
didn't-
love this meeting because it's so
It's
vastly
very
different from our
different.
meeting. It's
Absolutely.
completely different.
All right. Oh,
Please
the
don't
other
tell
it.
Boring Brian.
It's not the same in any way.
Make sure everybody
amazing.
does their job.
You're right.
Guys, I have a question.
Do your
Isn't
job.
that an op or?
No, she's okay.
Martel was going to join the SDSO before I was even, but then I think they lured her away. I forget exactly how that went. I remember there was like a thing where she was going to join the shore for a while. I don't know what happens with that. Ouch, dude, Bozo, what are you doing with your claw? They gave her captain to keeper. Good old double promotion. Oh, the day she was going to transfer, they gave her captain. I forgot exactly how it went down, to be honest with you.
Black and colored two-door Supra comes back to Dean Quincy.
Boring Brian.
5-8, just one. Five 1823.
Yeah, the problem is sometimes you lock the speed at the top of its revs. There you go, should be a little better.
Radio traffic clear.
I don't even understand Martel's big beef with SDSO at this point.
Dispatch 679 1041. Good morning.
Morning to you too. Marking 1041 and 1436.
Like, I don't think I'm even up to date on what we've done. Oh, there's more than that, I'm sure. Fact she didn't get undersheriff? No, I don't think that's it. I thought it was like something like, was it me when I asked her to leave the office maybe? I don't know. That might have been it actually. When I was talking to Toretti and she comes in and I was like, hey, hold on, I want to talk to her first. But disrespect, okay, well, that sounds about right. I mean, to be fair, I asked to speak to them first, and she tried to pull rank on me, so I stand by what I did.
PD advised. PD advised 1070 Innocence Boulevard.
Holy shit. Look at the chat for a little bit, read what you were saying, and I did a flip. So I'm trying to get used to using OBS instead of Streamlabs. Like in a different spot for me. Dude, it gets to the high revs every time I let off the gas and go back to top speed. I really hear it humming. Well, I know you are, Riley, and I'm not gonna ask you to change your position, but I think Martel sometimes remember not answering that shit. I think Martel sometimes gets into a conflict on purpose and then gets mad at the other person for not apologizing. Because I've done the same thing. We're all creating conflicts out of nothing because I'm like bored and I want to stir as Svensson. But I'm not going to get mad at the other person for not apologizing.
51810.
Copy 518, Mark.
Well, I don't want to say that. I don't agree with like the exact verbiage that she does it for comedy and then it's not comedy and she's mad. I think it's all like, it's all part of it for her, right? But yeah, I mean, she's a deeply flawed character, aren't we all? I mean, aren't we all deeply flawed IRL even? Can we play fruit here? I'm actually curious. But like Svensson, Martel, they're all deeply flawed. Freddy's as close to a normal person as you're gonna get, really. A reasonable, normal person. And that's why it's so much fun to drag him into the middle of it.
.495, attempting to catch up on a white and color Dominator, northbound Alta Street. High rates of free speed.
That waterboards people? Listen, I hate to break it to you. If you think waterboarding is putting someone foot deep in ice,
upper power,
then you don't even know what waterboarding is.
2076.
Oh, it's going through the construction site. It's going to be coming back out in a second. This guy can't drive for shit. Back southbound Alta Street.
Is this A+, sir?
A+, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right, westbound Vespucci. This is going to come back to a Lee Nova. Right, northbound Rockford. Northbound Rockford,
What's the
Rainbow
explosion
Garage.
Alright, 679 secondary, continuing north Rockford, northbound. Hitting jumps, right, eastbound, West Eclipse, can you take the comms there? I spun out.
Hey, firm, eastbound Eclipse. Be advised, this guy's trying to get high speed and then stopping on jumps to try to brake check. Eastbound Boulevard Del Perro. Right, southbound on Rockford Drive. Gonna be by Courthouse. Left eastbound Dorset. Yeah, we can take 2 more.
Alright, and then secondary east Dorset Drive.
495
north.
495 dispatch, could we get a radio channel, please?
Channel 3.
Thank you.
Like, I'm loud and everything is a bit, and when it's not, no one takes me serious. I'm just a crazy woman. What? I think I get what you're going for. Yeah, I'm getting it. Maybe I'm misreading that. Yeah, I get you. Like, if you feel like if you're not loud and making a joke at everything, no one takes you seriously. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you're used to exaggerating to like get people to take you seriously, and then when you stop exaggerating, no one listens to you. Frustrating.
Be advised, 1037 Laguna Place.
You kind of feel like you're trapped in a persona where you have to exaggerate just to get basic like attention. Oh, what happened here? I guess someone just crashed into the pumps. I didn't think these things exploded, but these are the old pumps still, so I suppose so. So I don't blame you for liking Martel. Who could? I just think a lot of people kind of get frustrated when they deal with Martel. They're not used to her, because for Martel, it's like if you are like fluid and are okay with being the butt of a joke and are also okay with making the joke, you're gonna have a good time with her. But if you're someone who's not okay with ever being the butt of the joke, you're gonna get frustrated trying to like talk to Martel, because she's not like afraid to make fun of anybody in the situation. Some people think like they're off limits to be made fun of because of like their status or who they are or their character or whatever. I don't think Martel sees people as like off limits in that sense, so she'll joke with anyone. And then that kind of like, you know, people who have like issues with that take a major offense. Maybe more like, I like being loud and expressive and joking around, but when I'm serious, no one takes me seriously.
PD be advised, 1037 Portola Drive.
Yeah, I can understand, so that would be extremely frustrating. The major thing that I think I hear as like feedback, the reason that like the frustrating, I'll just be honest, I'll be blunt, I'm not gonna like mince words. I think the frustrating piece when it comes to Martel specifically is when you think it's a joke and you're laughing along with her, and then she gets mad because it's not a joke and you didn't realize that like we were being serious. Like, you're like, for example, we used to ride together like a lot, right? And I still would, honestly. Obviously, I mean, I still would love to ride with Hobbit, but I think we're kind of on different ends of the spectrum in terms of like time zones now. But the thing is, like, you'll be joking and she'll say, "Oh, fuck all men. They, you know, all men want to do is just tell women to shut up." And I'll be like, "Yeah, hate women, right?" And then, you know, the concern is that that gets blown up in your face because you were joking along with her, but now you just said you actually hate women, and you don't want that to be like real. Like, you don't actually hate women.
Be advised, 1037 Movie Star Way.
Yeah, people do like to make a big deal out of quiet types when they when people that are normally quiet or typically quiet get passionate about something. People love to make that like a big fucking
Be advised, 1037 Foreign Drive.
big like song and dance about like, you know, you're on the right side of the road. They're in the middle lane. They're in the left lane. But you do hate women. I don't hate women. And normally I would laugh and say, yeah, I hate women, but I feel the need to clear the air. I don't hate women. I love women. And I'll probably stop making any of those jokes. Because I foresee that being a pretty serious problem on the server. Joking about stuff like that. Do you like children? Okay, I'll be honest again, I don't like children. Not a big fan of them. Every now and then you meet a kid who's okay, but for the most part, kids are kind of not fun to hang out with. Not a big fan of children. But as a 26-year-old man, the amount of times I have to hang out with children is few and far between. Someday, maybe I will have a kid, but until then, fuck them kids. I hate them. I think a lot of people just don't want kids at this current generation too. I don't know. I suppose everybody at like the age of like early 20s, mid 20s, kind of like kind of doesn't want kids, and then you want kids when you turn like late 20s, early 30s, maybe mid 30s. I don't know. Every now and then, like I suppose at some point for most people, the mentality changes and you want kids suddenly. But I could not imagine having. I'm barely capable of taking care of myself. On a trooper outfit? Is that copper? That's copper. It's gotta be copper. The hair threw me off. I have a cat, and he's pretty alright. Dude, it's hard to rationalize having kids when I realize that I'll probably never own a home. Like, I kind of feel like having a house in my head, like, I know you don't need a house, like, you don't need to own your own house to have a kid. You could easily rent with kids. But I kind of feel like my goals are like, first, own my car outright. Done that. Second, own my house outright. Third, worry about kids. You know, I gotta take care of myself before I start worrying about like bringing another kid into this world and like exposing them to whatever the fuck I'm doing. And I want to be extremely stable if I ever do that. Like right now, I have no debt at all. Actually, I think I have a car registration. I need to renew my car registration, which is technically debt, but yeah, I have like less than like $200 of debt. Period. I'm pretty happy with myself financially, but. I don't think I'll ever own a house just because of prices for houses, and I don't have any line of credit. That's exactly what I've heard though, Brave Young thing. I don't know if it's true. I always assumed it was true because, I mean, at some point, it feels like everyone I talk to in my generation doesn't want kids. But then, you know, I'll let you into a window into my real life. Two of my real life friends who I don't see them as often as I'd like, to be honest with you. I kind of, well, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But one of them has a kid and another kid on the way. The other one I just heard from this like last weekend, and he's got a kid on the way. Like they're 4 months until their due date. It's fucking crazy. And we're all like 26, and I'm like, damn, dude, man, these motherfuckers getting married and having kids, and I'm like, I don't even like, I'm not even in a relationship. Motherfuckers are owning houses and getting kids, and I'm just like, oh fuck, man. I keep thinking, like, aren't we really young to have kids? And then I'm like, oh, shit, man, we're 26 now. Like, 26 is more or less normal. It's a little, I think it's a little young on the spectrum for, like, my like,
76
area and age. But 26, it's not surprising to have a kid at 26. It's not. Is it? I don't feel like 26 is that young. IFV does not sound pleasant. I don't even know what that is, but I assume it relates to...
detected.
Yo.
I assume that relates to, like, instead of, like, having artificial insemination or something. Yeah, and it does make it hard not to do that if you're a lesbian. Very hard. I don't know, I feel like 26 is pretty average. I don't know. It may be on the young side. My parents were like 36 when they had me. But I wouldn't mind having a kid when I'm like 30. If I'm gonna have a kid, I'd want to have it before I was like 35.
Small sports car.
I have two half brothers that are 10 years younger than me. So my dad is like mid 50s, late 50s. And my younger brothers, my half brothers now, are like 17 and 15. And it's like scary as shit to think like my dad may die before they're through college. Like, I don't know, that's just like, that's really frightening. Like, having your parents die before you're like in your 30s is kind of scary. But my dad's in great health, honestly. So I'm not too worried about it. But like, that's why I wouldn't want a kid if I was over the age of like 35 or something. Because I'd be worried I'm gonna spend enough time with them.
You need to talk a whole lot louder. You're very quiet.
I go back up to the...
Whoever just spoke. So I can tell that you're talking. It's just you need to speak up.
Dude, it's rough, Chase. I'm lucky enough to have both my parents. Still to this day, I don't talk to them as much as I should, and didn't have the greatest childhood, but I'm lucky to have them. I would be terrified to lose my parents, even though I talk to them like twice a year.
31 Alpha on Palomino.
Copy that, showing you around.
Dude, that's crazy, sadly. That's like... It's like... That's gotta be rough. Growing up without like a parent is hard enough.
Dispatch 5 for 9, 10 for 1, 10 8.
Copy that. Mark you 1041 at 1748.
Sorry to hear that, Chase. That's gotta be rough. That's what I'm scared of, though, to be honest with you. If I was a parent, I may only talk to my parents a couple times a year, but I never worry that they're not there, you know? Like, I don't talk to them that often, and it's like, because my own shit, but I know that they're there if I ever needed to call them or something, right? It's like honestly kind of frightening to think about growing up, like going into the adult world at like 20 or like 25 and not having your parents for like advice or to rely on. Because without your parents or like a sibling or like even like grandparents, like who do you turn to when you don't know what to do? Like I guess you're just totally reliant on friends. And friends come and go. That's like the truth. I love my friends. I've had a lot of great friends that I never thought would like betray me where I could rely on for the rest of my life, and then I don't talk to them anymore. So I love friends. I love my, friends that I hang out with are awesome. But, I've been burned before with friends where, like, you think you're super tight with them, and then you don't end up talking to them anymore for one reason or another.
38.
I mean, I wish I could talk to my dad about the stuff I struggle with, honestly. I just don't have that kind of relationship with him.
37 on Dorset Drive.
Listen, I know you can choose your friends, and you can't choose your family, and by choosing, usually they're closer than your family would be, but there's some truth to blood is thicker than water. Like, I'm not saying that you can't have very close friends who will have your back through thick and thin, and always have your back, no matter what. But there's something about family. And I'm not saying you need to, like, have family, and you can't live without family. But there's something about family that you're stuck with them, and if your family's good to you, you can tell them anything. I mean, I don't have that current relationship with, like, anybody in my family, but in theory anyways, right? And my brother, I have 3 brothers. I have a half-brother, 2 half-brothers, who are basically half my age. I have an older brother who's 2 years older. I have a mom who's got a girlfriend, so I've got her. I've got my dad and my stepmom. They're all great, they're all still alive, and I think they all still love me, but I just don't really have that relationship where I can talk to them. Holy shits, that's really rough, Brave. Hope you're doing okay.
In a 38 with a white and color links. Is that a lynx? Ocelot? Occupied at ×1 by Judge Grayson at the courthouse.
Copy that, 238.
That is really, really tough to deal with. Having a kid would be way harder on top of that.
Such a crybaby little bitch.
Be advised, 10-7 Palomino Ave.
And 9 last.
1071 Palomino Ave.
Alright, 10 port.
Well, tough news.
Back to you soon, Willie. Thank you.
Radio menu sometimes, dude. No problem. Sometimes it helps just to say it, even to a bunch of strangers. I think I've also shared I've shared intimate details with strangers. Because in a way, it's not like people who can force you to do anything, but at least get it off your chest. So lit. What I'm gonna do is
This guy has a Class 2 firearm. Do we have a motor unit available?
Let's see. Give me the chase.
I'm gonna be an active 80 with a lost motorcycle. Westbound Marina Drive. We are losing him very fast. Still westbound Marina Drive. He's fleeing back towards the lost compound.
That a cliff error is westbound.
BCB, Kaminsky ran us into a wall.
Never mind.
I don't see him.
10-9, ma'am, you cut out.
disregarded.
Where you went?
Roy, what's your status?
I'm refueling. You on the bike?
I chased after him on motor after you guys lost visual. I didn't see him. I went to the compound and I... Probably hit the train tracks and went north.
Ah, fuck me.
Oh. I won't make that joke. I'm too mature.
Well, now that you said that, I put the pieces together, and I know what you were gonna say anyway.
What was I gonna say?
Well, so they're fucking my wife.
What? No.
Actually, 518 refueling.
I wouldn't say that.
You know what? Fuck these.
I wouldn't.
bikers.
Hey.
What?
Comes. Listen, I wouldn't stoop to that.
I know.
I was gonna
know,
say
Sledge. You're a
nobody
good
would
guy.
fuck you with that kind of driving.
Okay.
See, it wasn't about your wife at all.
Hey, there's somebody getting robbed at the apartments by the Vagos, if anyone cares. I surely don't.
I don't either.
Yeah.
What? Okay. What is a?
That's 315
I feel like I should spell it out so I don't accidentally say the slur. But what is a old HAG? Like, what is the actual technical definition of that? I don't want to accidentally use a slur here, and I don't trust myself to say it. But like, what does that entail? Like, no, it's not a slur, Riley. But the one that starts with an F is a slur. And I don't want to say it on accident. You guys don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying, I don't think HAG is a slur. FAG most certainly is, and I don't want to mispronounce it. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking. That's it. That's it. It's not like this. Not the. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it on accident. I don't trust myself. It's too close. It's just old woman. Is that it? I always assumed there was like a connotation of like witch or something, you know, like supernatural or something.
Dispatch 58, 1041 operating on the 315.
Copy that.
Witch, there you go.
Dispatch 916. I'm announcing I'm 41.
Copy 916, 41, 1928.
Hurt the shits. Couldn't catch him. Tried. Alright. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end stream and then I'm gonna restart stream to do what is basically a sponsored stream Fortnite, but I wanna make the distinction clear that it's moving into a sponsored stream. I want to be. Dude, you can just climb right over this, huh?
You're in the night shift now.
Chaotic and unattractive. Damn. It's gonna be difficult. Hey, listen, come.
I'm not to tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think your driving's not the worst I've ever seen. I'm sure somebody will fuck you.
To me.
What is, I've
I'm sure somebody will fuck you, right?
I don't want anyone to fuck me, alright?
Well, I'm sure they would.
I'm sick of it.
If you wanted it.
Okay, well, We'll patrol tomorrow.
For somebody. Is that
I
like?
don't even care.
Like that.
And work at Burger Show tonight.
Like that washed up, divorced dad thing you got going on.
Washed up.
Yeah, that does it for somebody. I'm sure.
I'll see you
I'm just beginning.
Maybe like.
I'm just getting started.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking like maybe like you could like women with dad problems. That'd be like huge for you. You'd probably kill in that market.
Okay, I'm not having problems with female attraction.
Well, I'm saying
I'm not interested.
In the event that you were, I think there would be a big market for you. You'd be killing in like the mid to early 20s market where people who have problems with their dad.
I know that. You know. You know, I don't need. You know, I'm very confident with my. You know.
You sound very confident.
I'm very handsome. I'm very attractive, and yeah, well, I am. You know.
Oh, you sound.
I just don't want. I'm a Volcel.
Hey, do you know
Minerva? You're a Volcel now.
You know Minerva?
Yeah.
You're a Volcel.
Minerva has dad problems, I think.
Minerva?
That's correct.
She she's like mini Anita, right?
Yes.
I don't think I've actually formally met her. I think I yelled at her once on a scene, but I never like stopped to talk to her.
I spiked her once when I was a cadet. Now she thinks I'm trying to kill her. I was like, I wouldn't be doing that openly.
Well, you know, maybe you could wear the towel thing. Maybe we could like get that going for you.
Hi, Zio chick.
I was ordered to do that. I can't just.
Yeah, but you're kind of flaunting. Yeah, I mean it's kind of working for you.
Yeah. Wait, what rank are you?
My God.
Well, I'm saying maybe he can order me to do it.
I could, but I'm hurt. You have to ask.
I'm sorry.
Right. I'm gonna end. I'm gonna restart stream shortly. Want to watch Fortnite? Come to the right place. Just a second to like set up my settings. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. Thanks for watching the albeit short, fun RP stream.
Pasó ya, no, por favor. 10-9.
OG, pasó.